Why do people buy expensive branded bags? You know, I went to the LV store in Sydney just on Sunday, and I didn't go there to buy a bag, right? I went there just to observe, why do people buy these expensive bags or expensive watches? Like, I couldn't understand before. And then I walked in the store just to analyze, how to do the marketing, how they sell their bags and products to customers. And I found a very common pattern between luxury stores, especially like LV and above brands. They do their marketing completely different than to say Forever 21 or those lower brand stores. And I'm here just to discuss my experience, and you can learn a lot from this video because I think marketing is everything. Look at Apple. They launched the iPhone XS for what, 2.3K for the top model, the max model, and people still line up for it. I was thinking, why do people pay so much for this piece of metal, And it's amazing at what marketing companies do, like Apple and LV and the likes. So this is how it went. So I walked into the store, you can imagine massive big doors, like a grand opening to a great hall. And then I was encountered by two security guards literally standing in the front. I'm like, whoa, 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 why are there like two security guards? I thought one is enough. And then they just looked at me and, happy face. And I was like, walked in. And then I was looking at all the bags, a lot of people, they were lined up to buy the bags. And then I was there with my fiance, and then she wanted to inquire about a special bag. I think it's called Exotic Leather. So we inquired about which bags appreciate in value. It was very specific, very niche. We wanted a bag that appreciated in value. And so we got this consultant, which looks more experienced. So there were a lot of trainees on the floor, which we wanted to avoid because we wanted to get served by someone very experienced so we can actually analyze how they sell. And so we were taken to literally the corner of the store. It's got a massive nice desk, and we sat down. He suggested, why don't we sit down at the corner of the desk, and so that we can take the time to look through all the different types of leather. And I thought to myself, okay, this is basically getting us to be more committed, because there's an influence strategy where once you commit to an act, you're more likely to follow through. So for example, if I ask you, are you an honest person? And you go, yes. Then you will go, can you give me a few dollars just to help the charity foundation? You're more likely to follow through with that command. So this is like commitment influence strategy used by marketers. And so we walked to the store end, and we sat down on the table. And then he presented it to us. I think it was 3 or 4 exotic bags, like 5, 6, 7K. I can't remember what it was. And then I just looked at it, I'm like, whoa, the leather looks really nice. And I was handling how he served us. And then I remember one moment where this guy was walking around with a tray, like a waiter, and it was juice and water. So I took the juice, and fiance took the water, and I was like, whoa, it's like a restaurant in here. So they're creating that atmosphere where the customers feels very, valuable, very loved, that kind of homey feel. So what happens is their marketing. This is why these companies can charge just exorbitant prices for their bags. It's because of the marketing. They know how to increase their intrinsic value, because people don't buy an LV bag, right, just for a bag. You can go to like a supermarket and get those plastic bags. It does the same thing. Well, pretty much. Or you can get like a $50 bag from Kmart or something, like a wholesale store. Anyways, people can just buy that for $50. So they don't buy it for the practical value. They buy it for the intrinsic value. And how do you bolster your intrinsic value of your products and services? It can be yourself, your brand, or it can be a product that you're selling. It is through marketing, and it's very nicely done by LV. And when I raised the objection where, hey, I don't understand why my fiance is buying this, it's so expensive. Can you explain why people spend 5K on a bag? And the sales associate went back to say, it is our history. 150 years of making bags. It is our signature kind of leather style. It's got a consistency for 150 years throughout the century, and also it's got all these types of other features. So they're not selling based on, oh, it's a bag, it's a good bag, go buy it. There's Dior, there's Chanel, there's other bags out there. But what distinguished LV from the rest is the story. Now look at every single big brand out there. There's always a story behind it. Let's say Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Audi. all got a story behind it. So to raise your intrinsic value, you gotta have a story behind yourself. That's the trick. Anyways, that is my experience for the LV store. And there is one more thing I like to share. Like when I asked him, when he was saying something like, well, I'm not a sales associate of LV, I'm an advisor. We can advise how you tailor your bag just for you. And I found that very, very, I don't know, very different. The people, we walk into a store, like, or refer to another cashier or seller or teller or whatever. It's more like selly kind of language, but they use advisor. And that stood out to me a lot. Advisor, imagine that. A bag shop owner as an advisor. I'm like, that's really cool. So that's the way they position themselves differently to the market. They're advisors. You go in there, you get kind of advisory service rather than like a service kind of service. You see what I mean? So anyways, that was my LV experience. Very amazing. I loved it. And actually it makes me want to buy an LV bag, even though I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. So yeah, who knows, I might buy it in the future. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments box below. I'm very happy to share them with you. And as always, get out there and ready, fire, aim, and go create a life truly worth living. I'll see you all next video soon.